恭喜发财 and a very happy Lunar New Year to all our Chinese viewers.
Happy Year of the Tiger!
As you know, the Lunar New Year is always a time for family and friends to get together, and there's lots of feasting as well.
Yep, from pineapple tarts to love letters to kueh bangkit to those like Cheng Hiang rolls that I love.
French.
Yeah, but of course, I mean, the one thing that we always consider as a staple during Chinese New Year is bak kwa.
I said juicy and delicious, yeah, yeah. Juicy and delicious.
And what is this bak kwa? It's actually the Chinese version of a meat jerky, preserved meat, barbecued with, I think it depends, a host of spices and sometimes, of course, a very sweet glaze on top. From what we understand and what we found during our research, bak kwa actually originated from ancient China, where the meat from feasts and family gatherings were sliced thinly and saved before refrigeration.
And as Delisha mentioned, you know, it used to be really leftovers that constituted bak kwa. But today people actually go out of their way to queue for hours to buy this delicacy.
This despite the fact that it's available in all your heartland malls any day of the year.
Speaking of heartland malls, I mean, we have two brands that we've chosen today for a very special Chinese New Year taste test. We've got one that we consider the very mass one that you can have available at all heartland malls, which is Cheng Hiang. And we've also got People's Choice. I think some of you have voted. Lim Chee Guan seems to come out as one of the most popular options among Singaporeans. So I mean, we wanted to find out, a lot of people say, oh, it's very commercial, Cheng Hiang. I think they have 20 over stores in Singapore now, and they're even in other markets in East Asia as well. Whereas Lim Chee Guan is a bit more exclusive. I believe right now there are only 3. Ion is the latest one that we have, the other being New Bridge and People's Park. So, which is better? The mass one that people tend to be, not so, I don't know, it's not really considered People's Choice, but it is readily available? Or is it the one that all of you say is the better option, which is Lim Chee Guan?
Or really, is it just effective branding and marketing? Who knows?
We'll find out. So this is not a family portrait. This is actually us with our tummy rubs, Calvin in the red and Anthony in the nice black polo t-shirt here, who are here to be our taste test volunteers for today's bak kwa challenge.
So, gentlemen, do you really like your barbecued meat? Calvin, maybe just share.
Sure.
Yeah,
I love bak kwa.
Really?
I've been known to, leave me the corner of some place with a big bag of bak kwa, finishing everything. I've done that before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any specific type you like, or any specific brand?
I eat anything.
You eat any kind of bak kwa.
But I don't like the ones that are cut too thick.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, generally most brands are okay, but sometimes certain brands they cut it too thick, and then it's very hard to eat.
So, Anne, what do you do with your bak kwa? Do you eat it straight out of the bag, or do you toast it or microwave it?
No, just out of the bag and one whole piece that's
one whole big thing by itself. Okay.
it's kind of shook.
It's like meat, right? Yeah. Okay, so as a child, were there any different ways of eating bak kwa, or did you always eat it raw? Just like that?
I like it raw, I mean as in by itself, or sometimes when I was young, my mom used to put it in between slices of white bread as a sandwich, so that's very nice as well.
Bak kwa sandwich.
Yeah, bak kwa sandwich.
Yeah, when I was a child, we used to make the bak kwa with the bahu, which is the pork floss as well. Yeah, so have you tried that? No,
I
never.
have not tried that.
Do you eat bak kwa only during Chinese New Year, or do you eat it just any time of the year?
Mostly during Chinese New Year. And there's a tradition to do that for Christmas.
Okay, yeah, you got a lot of self-control. Yeah. So, Cal, what about you? Which do you prefer?
Actually, both are fine. Actually, I think generally Lim Chee Guan is slightly better. But I eat bak kwa all the time. I mean, actually, my mom just bought a bag, so I'm eating it now as well. So.
Do you think it's the mass appeal of Cheng Hiang and the fact that it's everywhere that people think Lim Chee Guan might be a bit higher quality? Do you think it's a perception as well?
It could be. I think the ubiquity makes it more accessible.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Lim Chee Guan is a bit harder to find, so perhaps that's perception. And I think more people have tried to mix this up, and that's true.
Okay, I guess we'll find out in a bit, who trumps between the two. Is it Lim Chee Guan or Cheng Hiang?
So, gentlemen, I think we're ready to commence our taste test. As with the practice on Juicy and Delicious TV, please put on your blindfolds. As you can tell, these are new and official Juicy and Delicious blindfolds.
No, from Guardian Pharmacy.
And I think we have yours after.
Oh really?
Okay, there we go. These two That's a Zorro-like gentleman. Okay. So now we're going to give you, if you can put out your right palm. Alright, if you can put out your right palm, we're going to give you your sample number 1. Alright, both of you.
Can I have 2 sizes?
Maybe later.
Okay.
So you can put your bakwa in your mouth. Okay, how does it taste, Cal?
It's a little bit fibrous. The taste is very mild, pretty smooth. Tastes like popcorn.
Okay. No, what about the seasoning? Is it a fruity flavor or just a very honey and just or sickeningly sweet?
No, this is very smooth. I mean, it's definitely sweet and salty, but I think the taste is a lot smoother.
Really? Okay. Right palms out, please, gentlemen. Sorry that I'm going to get oil on your palms, but I think for consistency it's really easy. Alright. Here we go. You may proceed.
No,
Calvin was confused. Anthony's very silent.
Yeah, I think Anthony is assessing the tensile strength of the meat.
It's like a wine tasting. Swirl it around the mouth.
yeah, I know which is which.
Really? Okay, so what do you think about this sample? Before saying which is which, what do you think of this sample?
This is, I think it tastes a bit sweeter,
Okay.
and to me it tastes like a minced meat.
Really?
Yeah, texture.
Okay.
So that would probably be my deciding factor.
Okay.
I can't remember the taste of, the original taste of both the brands, but I would go more with texture.
Okay.
But this one is more smoky. It's like Anthony says, it breaks out a bit easier, so it's less fibrous. The tastes unusually not as familiar, so that says a lot as well.
Okay. So without giving the game away, would you like to remove your blindfold? Well, no, wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Can you tell us which you prefer? Anthony, you want to go first? First one. Okay. And Calvin.
Actually, I like both.
There's no
It's like why everyone? One but it's different.
So make a decision.
Okay. I prefer number 2 for its the texture, but I prefer the flavor in 1.
Alright, so let's just go with 1. If it's flavor.
Okay, yeah.
No, seriously, you gotta choose 1.
If it's flavor, then it's 1.
Alright. Okay, gentlemen, remove your blindfolds. And contrary to popular belief, sample 1 was actually the Cheng Hiang burger.
So I accept that the first one is rated. Yeah.
So what made you choose number 1 as the better burger?
Since you knew it was
For me, it's the familiarity. I think because I eat it quite a bit, so for me it's like comfort food.
Okay.
Whilst Lim Chee Guan, I only eat it once a year. Yeah, so I think this one is, again I must say that the texture is not as good. It's not consistent, but the flavor of this is better. But again, this one texture is definitely better.
And do you agree or are you in shock or?
Well,
You pick the first one.
yeah, I picked the first one. So I'm surprised. Actually, usually I would prefer this one. Yeah.
If you were making a purchasing decision,
Yes,
you would
correct.
purchase sample 2. Interesting. So you see, it may be about the branding and the packaging and the positioning of the product. Alright, everyone. Alright, everyone. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us here today, and a very 恭喜发财 to everyone.
And remember, don't miss the Cheng Hiang and the best products for bakwa.
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah, delicious.